Okay, and we're back. If anybody remembers what happened last session, terrible, dark, and ominous things. You managed to fight off an undead horde manifesting within town. We had conversations with some higher ups, Lord Hector, your good friends. Malachi and Othrin, I'm not going to try to remember. You have name tags. You got put into some positions of representatives to magic and the church. You got given a list of things that you needed or were available for you to do to power through and continue on your journeys and your quest. And you just finished murdering off a bunch of cultists from the old Church of Ioun. Hey, I just had a conversation about being quiet on this floor. Thank you. That didn't last long. So you just had a run-in with a cult, trying to give you some names from other cultists in the old Church of Ioun. And Kiefer of the Southland decided, you know what, this went on long enough. Close the door. We all slaughtered every single one of them.
Yes, we did.
And that's where we ended last session. You're all covered in the blood of your fallen enemies in this ruined and wholly unholy church. Entirely unholy. There, that's better. Makes more sense grammatically. Church. And what would you like to do? It's pretty late at night.
This place has been nothing but trouble. If I had any less sense, I would say burn it to the ground, but that's not our call to make.
I'm trying to recall. I know myself previously I would have checked to make sure my body's count was sufficient after we cleared them out, so...
If I recall correctly, last session you stuffed that bag of holding as much
I
as...
know, that's what I'm saying. I trust previous Malachi to have stuffed
I don't believe they did a lot of damage to you, so I don't think any of your...
Okay.
They were knocked out pretty fast.
Fair enough.
I mean, I don't think I took damage at all.
I took a little bit.
They were not ready to fight you guys. You just butchered them in horrid fashion.
Good order.
Yeah. So who's the real monsters here, guys?
I never said I wasn't. I do what needs to be done for the greater good.
The greater good.
Ooh. Alright, I'm going to need an language.
Chaotic good?
Shooting 2 arrows per round. I take some shots and they go down. Haven't lost
He's
it.
ready. He's ready. So, what are you guys doing? Are you going to report right away? You're going to head out? You're going to go back to sleep for the night?
We're gonna hold on to the side quests and turn them all in at once. To the Feywild!
There's so many glowing things on my map.
I'm gonna pop some XP potions and turn them all at once.
Wonderful.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Chalice of Merry Men to drink a minor health potion. What is a minor health potion?
It's
2d4 plus 4, I think?
2d4 plus 1. Minor.
9? Okay. Alright, I'm back at full health.
Woo! As you drink it, it goes down.
Yeah.
It's sort of like a cherry. Cherry flavor.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Your axe still gnawing at your side. What are you guys up to?
Well, let's see. Reviewing the tasks we left town for. Easiest one, I guess, next would be checking out his friend. Like, do you have a way back to the Feywilds?
Not really. The last time I was there, I kind of fell through and walked through the forest, so... No, I actually don't have a way in or out.
Go ahead and roll an Arcana or a History check for me. Specifically, you, Fennec. Sorry, Malachi.
Whatever. If I don't get the blight nature, then so be it.
I mean, literally have a -1 in both, so... So it's going to be a 12.
12. Yeah, much like you remember, you sort of lost your way into it.
Yeah.
But that's the closest hint any time you've ever heard of somebody ending up in the Feywild. They sort of get lost. That's where you end up.
So we blindfold
So-
ourselves and just wander around the forest.
If we're going to the Feywild, you guys can figure out how to get there. I'm gonna do some shopping.
Shopping.
You know, right in utensils.
Oh yeah, I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Figure out amongst yourselves what you're doing. I'll be back.
About to smack down some children.
Well, they call you back, but they don't give you a way to get there. Was it?
Well, the one who called me back was a little vague. Well, let's face it, most Fae are kind of vague when they talk to those on the material plane. But it's okay. Things usually work out. We'll find our way.
So what are we supposed to do? Just go and find some random hole to fall in?
Actually, I've heard that rabbit holes actually work once in a while. So I like your line of thinking. So keep going.
Didn't realize the Feywild was Wonderland.
You didn't?
All I can say is I've been touched at some point in my life by Fae. I don't recall it very well, but
Show me on the skeleton with a fake touch.
yes. A, B, and C, D all like pat my shoulder.
All right. Malachi's getting emotional support from the skeletons.
We are.
You're arguing about whether or not
His
a rabbit
EMS.
hole can or cannot lead you into the Feywild. And Kiefer's probably getting bored.
Yeah, I have no interaction with Faye at all, other than you.
Well, if he has no way of actually finding his way there, I guess we just skip that one for now and head south to the Mage Tower.
Peachy gets bored of you all. She's going to go sleep.
Sounds like something she would do. Can't you just, like, piss off the Fae or something? Or, like, offend them to get their attention?
I don't know. That's a good way to get cursed, but I don't know if that's going to get us where we want to go.
You did not have a good roll.
It gets our foot on the door, right?
If only we hadn't killed the hag, we could have had her take us there.
I mean, I could probably play around with Arcana and see if I can't agitate some Fae with my undeadness.
I swear to God, if we end up like a super high level campaign with this, like he's gonna try and turn himself into a lich at some point.
I mean, why wouldn't I?
That just sounds like good
Yeah,
necromancy.
that's
It's responsible necromancy, all right?
There
You
you
can't
go.
have your good necromancers dying off.
I'm gonna make my own pocket dimension, hide my phylactery there.
It has to be on the same plane.
Well,
You know,
that's
for it to
some,
work.
That's some shit.
Well, no. I don't think it does.
Yeah, it's
You do have to visit it occasionally, though.
Okay.
But yeah.
just make sure you have a way out of that pocket dimension once you revive there if somebody kills you.
That's the important. Well, he's the spellcaster.
I was gonna say, I would imagine I would be able to shift
He's the
dimensions.
way out of the
Yeah.
I mean,
Alright,
discussing your lichdom, inevitable lichdom aside. So you head to rest for the night. You go back to your house. The guard dog licks your face as you sleep. I need a roll from Fennec, the Foxwit.
Okay.
Who visits you
Adding
tonight?
anything to it, or you want the
Yeah.
sheesh?
No.
Can you look that up because I don't have the list on anything. That is a 4.
Let's see.
Pixies.
Eventually, I'm just gonna have a card with that printed out on it. I think.
Couldn't hurt.
Just Ranger, right?
Violently murder everybody.
No, that's actually the.
No, that's an 8.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Dang it. Making me actually do research here.
How
Should
dare
have
you
written
not
this down
know?
at this point. Honestly.
Probably should.
You should have like a laminated dream card. I have no cards if you want to write it out.
Yeah, I do as well. Oh, sir.
Find them.
I have a desk.
Ooh. That's where I keep all the minis.
That's where I keep all my secrets.
Ooh.
I'm hoping all my stuff's still on my desk when I get home.
Alright,
Victoria's
so
like,
4 is
gotta
going to
clean
be
I'll do it.
Fairy Dragon.
Okay.
Fairy dragon?
Yep.
Yep.
I don't understand phase at all.
Tiny little dragon.
Oh,
It's like a rainbow.
They produce
dragon. And they're good.
They produce hallucinogenic drugs if you piss them off, I guess.
wow. Okay.
They're very good. They're very good dragons. Dude, I love these dragons.
Yeah.
Dude, where's my dragon?
I borrow your pencil real quick.
Yes.
Anyway, so Fairy Dragon. Proceed.
As you arise early morning, cuddled next to your head for warmth is a like a pinkish purple little coiled up dragon next to your head as it's just gently snoozing next to you.
Breakfast.
Hey, little guy.
Rouses up real quick, sort of gives you a look. I need an animal handling check.
The gnaws on your ear.
20.
Oh,
Hey!
dang.
Like a natural 20?
Yeah. 18 plus 2.
So that soothing, quiet voice you remember from your time back in the Feywild, you gently pet the creature, and it seems nice and happy, and it swirls about. You do not get shit on in horrible unicorn fashion. Before it gently poofs away into a mist and travels back from whence it came.
Dang. Left too quick. I didn't get to ask it how to get back.
It doesn't speak.
Collect the smoke.
Wrong one, man. You had your odds.
You said it shit on you, didn't it?
No, it didn't.
Oh.
It's only the
did
unicorn that
well.
does that.
It didn't give him the hallucinogenic shit.
He rolled good on animal handling, so.
You're a ranger,
You
right?
guys just come downstairs. He's just, I'm in the Feywild, man.
Didn't you save any of the unicorn shit so we could track it?
Unfortunately, no.
How would that help?
He's a ranger. We don't ask questions about how.
Smells like shit in that direction. I think he's over there.
It smells like fey shit.
How do you tell the difference? I just do.
Sparkly.
He's a ranger.
purple
We don't
blue.
ask questions.
It's got glitter in it.
Fuck, this is worse than regular shit. Wake up, breakfast, you head out. Before you get too far, because you guys are actually stationed pretty close next to Jeremy's shop, you notice his human helping hand sort of waves you down. I don't know, we'll call him Daryl.
Greetings, Daryl.
Hey guys. Jeremy hasn't been back since, the whole thing. And I hear you guys are looking to head out soon. Can I get your advice on what to do? Because, shop's sort of just been left open.
Oh, right.
And, I've been using your guys' reputation to sort of stop people from grabbing stuff like, oh, they'll hear about this and things, but with you gone, I don't know how much actual, weight that's going to really carry anymore. And if I close the doors, the shop's not here. It's a magic door. When I can't open it, only Jeremy can open the door.
So what you're saying is all of his stuff is sitting there unguarded.
Well, it's the basic shop stuff is in the part. The rest of his personal things are behind his door, which I've never seen anybody be able to open. But yeah, a couple of the bits and bobbles have been swiped here and there. Scroll will go missing or something like that. And I with you guys gone, should we just give this honestly at this point the city might just need some of this stuff. Maybe we can build the crown later or something. I wasn't really hired to make these. I'm not management. I run the desk, guys. Do you know what Jeremy would want to do? Should I
Tell us how to go away so we could research some more?
I mean, yeah, that does sound a lot like Jeremy. I'm not gonna deny that. But yeah, sort of leave it up to you guys. Should I give this stuff away? Close up the shop? What do I do?
We'll requisition it in name of Lord Hector. Me being his mage guild.
Can you carry it all?
I mean, I have people who can help me carry it.
He brings you over, and yeah, this isn't like a couple of armfuls of stuff. This is like a shop full of shit. So it's like more than a wagon's worth of sort of low-level magic shit.
Yeah, this isn't stuff we could use in combat. It's like there's like little lifestyle things.
If I recall, your bag of holding's already full.
Are there any potions?
I mean,
There's potions.
Like,
I would have his wares moved to our house, but we're
Nobody
not
to guard
really
that either.
guarding that either. I mean, I've
You
got,
do
I've
have a
got
guard
guard
dog.
dog, but I don't know how well it's going to deter people.
Plus, guards cost money. We'd have to pay them a salary.
I mean,
I think the idea he mentioned earlier was a good idea. It's like if we donate these to the town for like recovery, we can then just like send them an invoice, so to speak, later on. It's like, okay, like you were given these in the time of need, here's the bill.
Yeah, like the town
not
is
bad.
in a bad spot.
so is this what he has in stock?
Yeah, those are all the potions you have available.
Okay, so
Yeah, you.
I'm going to ignore this column right here and just requisition it in name of Lord Hector.
What are all there?
all of the healing potions. that
Ah! Hmm.
Look, we're saving him.
Not right now.
Eventually. Look, he'll understand. Plus, we don't have to say where the potions went.
I am here, still.
You.
Roll intimidation.
they're-
Really low interest into it about went off like that, like ooh, like maybe you guys weren't the best deterrent for theft. No offense.
None taken.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him if you take the stuff. No, that's kind of my job.
No,
Your
no.
job's to protect stuff.
It-
My job's to sell it.
It's like this is a good opportunity for income. If we give it to the crown, they can pay us.
Like I said, I tried to requisition it in the name of Lord Hector, and I was shot down.
If you do that, the crown has no reason to pay because we'll have used it.
They don't know that. Fine, do what you will.
But I asked you. I don't know.
Let
I'm
the-
so confused.
Let the rogue decide what we're doing.
We are good at handling things. I'm not a thief. I'm a phantom. Help him draw the plan, I guess. You're the advisor.
And I
Just like you're
advise-
just-
Both the advisors.
I'm the spokesman for the church.
Of
I-
the two people left.
I know,
I
right?
figure as the representatives who are risking their lives going on the front lines, that we should requisition these potions.
I will take the potions and take them over to the church. There's probably a lot of people that were injured in the attack that could use these.
Fine.
Malachi will remember this.
The rest of the items can be delivered to the crown to be handed out to the people who would probably need all those lifestyle items to help.
Just remember, I'll be there when the healing potions run out.
Will he though? Will he be there? I'll go let the guards know. I think they can probably start distributing the stuff. Thanks. Appreciate it. Have a safe trip.
Othron quickly runs over to the church to hand over the potions before somebody gets grabby.
Give him a potion list back.
All right, so he's
He's
gone.
missed out. Yeah, he's gone.
All right, I want to go fiddle with the door.
All right, you head in and you recognize this door previously. The first stage of the door you can get through.
Okay.
That essentially just leads you into that mansion, the original part that he had from inside the Mage's Tower.
Yep.
You look through, it's just mostly empty rooms and stuff like that, as you remember, his regular study. But it's locked and you can open or close that door. You go further into his private study and there is the big door with the locks, the magic locks, the layers on layers of magic locks.
All right, so
We'll probably take
You have access to like the house area
Yeah.
so
because it opened to you. It recognizes you as allowing to go there,
Nice.
which blew Daryl's mind. Like, you could do that?
it's like could have just moved the inventory in there.
I mean, you'd still have this same problem. You
Yeah.
would never have access to it again, and the store would be closed to the same ways, essentially.
Yeah, but better than it getting stolen.
Yeah.
So detect traps, is that something that I can possibly try?
Yeah, you can go ahead. Do an investigation.
Alright, that is going to be 15.
There's safeguards, but they're not necessarily traps. Mostly magical in nature. It's just things to stop like people from like passing through the door, and just it's ways to block workarounds through the walls and the doors and things like that.
Well, I'm gonna do some Arcana stuff, see if I can.
Give me an Arcana check.
19.
There's 19 on the roll. 19 plus your bonuses.
11 plus 8.
Okay. Yeah, this is like you could get through a couple of the locks, but the further you inspect into it, the more layered it gets. And you're literally starting to look at this like, how long did he fucking spend locking this motherfucker? Like, it is like, you haven't scratched the surface, you'd be here for a week.
Well,
And you're pretty good at this too. This is some time.
Showing
So
the difference of power levels between you and Jeremy.
do these layers, like, do they come back after I probe them? Or is it just like, I can see a certain depth or something?
Yeah, you can tell from the enchantments. You're reading like magic circles and enchantments on it.
Yeah.
Like you could start breaking off, chipping piece by piece, layer by layer, but you'd be
Not worth
here
it.
forever doing it. None of them are like, none of the ones that you're seeing at this point are particularly like powerful. They're not something that would be out of you or Othran's abilities to break into.
It's just OCD amount.
It's just, yes, it is just somebody has spent 100 years putting locks on this fucking door.
Wizards do like to protect their research.
And he is patient.
So how would you react if anybody was on your magic book?
So in order to Misty Step, I have to see what's on the other side?
Yes.
And some of the things you saw blocked like you being able to see
scrying.
into, it blocks scrying, and it blocks like incorporeal movement. Like the spirits and things can't go through this door either. The door or the wall.
So yeah, so literally even if I was like a level 13 phantom, I couldn't ghost walk in there.
That's fine. I've always been curious about his inner chamber, so I figured I would poke at it while he wasn't around.
Give me a perception check while you're up there fiddling at the door.
Perception is a 18 plus 4, so 22.
Sweet.
22. You do hear noises on the other side.
Did you check under the mat for a key?
I did not do that. No, I did not.
There's no map. Go ahead, give me an investigation off, and you go look for a key.
12. Nope.
Am I able to discern what the noises are?
It's really muffled. No, it's not like screaming. It's not like talking. It's just like some uncertain sort of thump. You'll hear every now and then. It's not in a specific rhythm. Sometimes it'll be like once every 2 seconds. Sometimes it's once every 10 seconds.
I'm gonna yell Jeremy and see if he's in there. Just not coming out.
You shout, Jeremy! Jeremy! No answer.
Well,
So either he's not in there or he's not paying attention. It honestly could be either of the two.
is there like... What happens if I cast something at these, like a magical knock? Like what if I mage hand or something?
You don't know?
Alright, well, I'm gonna mage hand and knock on the ward.
You know. No response.
Yeah, I don't know what I do.
Hmm.
What happens if I cast
Is
Tiny Hut like right next to the door? Like, would that do anything funky with like wards?
No.
Nah, I don't think so.
I see where you went there. It's like kind of like on Dragon Age, like overlapping different glyphs.
I'm gonna look to see if there's any bit of a crack at the bottom of the door that I could peer under. Just gonna try to like just see if there's anything.
Roll perception.
Just regular or any disadvantage or anything.
No, perception.
That's promising. 19.
19.
Yeah.
You go through, there's the faintest little sliver. You don't think anything could fit under there, but it's just like enough that you can tell there's like still some candle lights.
Somehow miraculously a cat paw reaches out.
I would believe that too.
So,
Turns out it's his cat. How'd you get over there?
so we have magic locks. Like, what about like just regular locks? Is there just like a regular lock on the door?
Yeah, there's a regular lock, and then it's reinforced with layer upon layer.
Oh, okay.
But the lock's just a regular lock. Like it's a nice lock, but it's nothing.
I just didn't know like if we had a rickety door that has a bunch of like magic protection, but just just like
No, this is a
lock
proper like thick wooden sturdy. This is like the same fine sort of like elvish craftsmanship as the rest of this inner sanctum.
All right, I've satisfied my curiosity. Whatever. Either he's in there not paying attention, or he's been kidnapped. So seems par for the course.
Did anyone attempt to open the door?
Yeah, he did.
You did? Okay.
I mean, I attempted to go through the barriers, but I didn't actually
Barrier said no.
I didn't try turning the doorknob. No.
Kiefer goes over. Nope.
Okay.
You're over here looking at this door for a while.
Yeah, I was like, I just didn't want the technology. I was like, oh, there's a whole bunch of locks on it, but what if it's not locked?
Yeah, you're looking. It's like there's one lock, guys, because you can't see any of this magic
Yeah.
shit. It's just like, guys, come on, it's not that complicated. It's a door.
Oh, not all this fun with the door is done. I think
you
we
guys
should.
gonna set out on your journey.
Yeah, I was thinking we should start heading to that southern mage tower.
Okay.
Maybe we'll fall into the Fate Wilds on the way.
So I want
One can only hope.
a survival check from one person in the group. Pick your favorite.
It's a +1 for me. So,
And with the Stone of Good Luck, I've got a +5.
well, I would say.
Right on par with me. You go ahead and make the roll.
You're the ranger. You do it.
16.
16. You secure yourself enough supplies and sort of equipment to set you up for this journey. You're not quite sure how far you're going to have to go, but you know it's going to be more than a few days of travel. So you get enough stuff packed up in your sacks, you're getting ready, you're good to go to leave. So, it's going to be 2 days travel. I want a perception check from everybody in the group.
Is this something I can use a luck point on? Or is it?
If you want to.
I mean, I got a nat 1, so.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm using a luck point. All right, there we go. Perception, so that's going to be 10, so 14.
Okay.
22.
18.
18.
Nice. Pretty good. You guys making your way through the countryside, you do manage to catch up to some of those mages who were fleeing
Cowards.
from the Mages Guild. Yeah. You can try to approach them to convince them to go back or anything like that. If you're interested, you did manage to catch up and find them as you were leaving. You getting out skeletons to kill them with? What are you doing?
I'm getting out my
Spells. Oh.
No, I'm getting out my luck points.
Ah, okay. All right, Mr. Charismatic Ranger, you want to try and convince them to come back?
Wait, what?
These are the mages that scattered in fear after that event in town.
I wish I could reprimand you fellows, but as mages, this is what we are trained to do, so...
He sympathizes.
Good job on surviving. Is there any way that we could ask for your assistance, or perhaps coming back and reclaiming your old positions?
It's
The danger's over. You're welcome to come back and rebuild.
the danger at this point is that everybody starts pointing fingers for who called the undead, and they came out of the church. But
I start to tilt my head towards him because he's the only.
I take
affiliation with the Mages Guild that has been overrun with necromancy is not an affiliation I want to have at this point. It's bad business for a mage.
Well, me as a practicing competent necromancer,
Yeah, had to tell him, didn't you?
No. It is against my character to hide
You just can't get enough.
A, B, C, and D. All just wave.
And they let you go free? Like, they don't have any interest in you as to these events or anything?
You're just now learning that he's a necromancer. That's good enough to realize they told him to keep it under wraps.
Yes,
Or they didn't know. Like, who are you guys?
Oh, no,
Roll a persuasion.
It's like, oh no, they know.
Well,
he's
actually, that would be his persuasion with your advantage. So that's your persuasion.
I didn't think I was trying to persuade anybody. I'm explaining.
Yeah, well, no.
trying to say you're a good guy.
Oh, okay. All right.
So what does he get?
He gets advantage, yeah.
So you can roll that again.
Fennec's back and you.
I'm using another luck point.
That's better.
All right. So what? Persuasion?
Which is a 0.
Yeah. So 12.
I know your stats. I just had to
Yeah.
rewatch 10
Yes.
hours of our footage.
I rolled 2 7s with advantage.
Why couldn't you take
What did you? I'm sorry. What did you get?
12.
12.
12. And just okay, maybe you didn't do it, but that doesn't mean that they won't think we didn't.
Oh no, we totally believe that at some point they'll try and use him as a scapegoat.
Yeah. Which I am.
Just will be used. I don't want to stick around for that.
No, believe me. They know that I'm a necromancer. I have been reprimanding them for sloppy necromancy since I've come to town.
All right, my guy.
In all honesty, you've been reprimanding them more for their hatred of it.
That too, but again, there's been many things that have upset me. There's been shoddy work all around, all right?
Has Malachi starting to get worked up?
Yes.
They just don't get it.
And the high and mighty church, no offense, they've been snobs to me the whole time. We've worked out an arrangement, so I'm working with Lord Hector and with the church. Is that good enough for your scapegoatiness?
Go ahead, roll another persuasion with advantage.
All right, so 11.
I appreciate it. Maybe we'll come check it out later. But for right now, we're going to wait for everything to cool down.
Really?
Yeah. Thanks
We
for the
look-
advice.
We look forward to your return. We hope you will be of some help to us and overlook the necromancy situation.
For the people.
I'm just adding for the people to something. Understood.
Yes.
I'm gonna step in. I'm gonna ask them if they know anything about where Jeremy could be at.
Go ahead, roll persuasion.
Let's be honest, they couldn't find him before this whole mess.
3.
Yeah. You're like, Jeremy? They're like, who? Nah.
I'll try intimidation.
Oh no.
Okay. It's a follow-up.
Good lord.
8.
I said Jeremy, and I still said who.
Yeah.
Is it too late for me to try to intimidate?
I mean, it's never too late to try and intimidate somebody.
Have we,
All right.
Can we? Will waterboarding give us advantage?
Yes.
All right. I have.
I would rather still be able to show my face in town after this, so please don't.
Listen, nobody knows what happens in these woods but us.
I have A through D take off their masks.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so roll intimidation with advantage.
All right, so intimidation, so 16.
Hey, what do you want? What do you want to know? What do you want to know? We don't have anything.
No, I'm not asking you for information at this point. I'm telling you, as the representative of the Mages Guild, to get back to the Mages Guild.
Oh God.
Yes, sir.
Good.
As you see them sort of just trying to avoid eye contact, like getting their shit together and heading back to town.
Thank you, sirs.
Oh God.
Chaotic good.
Alright. As you continue on your journey.
Thank you, A through D.
Just walk along. That's one strike against you getting people to accept undead.
Look, right now,
They have uses.
That's his whole character.
The fact that he so often resorts back to the negative stereotype about them of using them for bad.
look, if I have to use stereotypes for my own purposes here and there, I feel it's more I'm fighting for their defense more than I'm leaning into the stereotype.
So another 2 days of travel. Not super eventful. The roadways are pretty empty. You do find the occasional citizen or something like that who's also fleeing, running away. Some people who are arriving late to the festivities who are like, oh, we're not going the fuck there. But they sort of don't have a choice.
He was at one of my performances.
Yeah. A couple people you know, they're like, oh, hey, yeah, hope you find a better town. And they're fucking off.
Good lord.
Until you manage to make your way to...
Did we pass any merchants? Maybe late coming merchants to the festivities?
No. The merchants showed up early.
Like a good merchant.
Yeah. This business, you got to be there ahead of the other guy.
Yeah, well,
This was more visitors.
I was hoping we could find more people to bring supplies to help recover.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, you end up with visitors who still have to go there because it's a long trip. They can't make it back. So they'd have to stop there for supplies. But as you get to the nearing the end of your second day, you start to reach out of the plains and into more wooded territory. As the occasional trees become more common, thicker, more shrubbery, bushes, and things like that. And as you start to approach where sort of like the end of the road is, going in the direction, it starts to veer another direction, and you have to start wandering into the forest itself to continue your trek. You see a hooded figure further down near the end of the road, right where the woods start to get really thick and hard to pass through. Coming as the night starts setting in and the sun goes down, you see him illuminated by the lantern hanging from his long walking stick as the hooded figure slouched over, sort of leaning onto the staff itself, seems to await your coming as you approach.
These woods are perilous. We must go back.
The strange cloaked man sort of starts to approach as you get closer. Oh, travelers, headed into the woods here.
How can we help you, sir?
Actually, I was offering you a bit of help and some advice. It's dangerous in the woods, and but I have something that can help.
As he reaches into his cloak and pulls out another lantern. This one very dim lit, and it seems like it's put together with like just twigs and things like that. But you can see inside the source of this sort of dim light is just this little flickers and like little sparks of like a bluish purple energy.
Ooh.
That only gives like a little dim light in the area.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
You'll need this to guide your way, find you safe from being led astray. The light is dim. Stay close. Beware. Evil spirits lurking there.
As he reaches out to hand you the lantern.
I'll take it.
Sometimes the the lost ones stay lost, and they can be a bit dangerous. They play tricks on travelers. That will keep your eyes straight and keep their darkness out of your senses. It doesn't reach too far, but keep your eyes to the ground. Don't trust anything you see in there. The damn things kill a new guy every week.
I'm gonna cast control flames on it and see if I can expand the flame.
Don't break the lantern.
You reach out, and it doesn't seem to affect it in any way. There's no, like, fire. Give me an Arcana check.
26.
It's actually more reminiscent to you of the spell Fairy Fire, where it's just like a few of those, like, sparks caught in a thing. As he's looking it over, you get explained to it. It cancels illusions, lets you see invisible things. It is very temporary.
Darn.
To what radius? Like it said, dim light. Like
He's got it.
Only lasts 2 days.
Oh.
And how far does it shine up from the lantern?
10 feet, I believe.
10-foot radius. That's still pretty good.
But yeah, it
So as long as we all just stay around whoever's carrying it.
it cancels illusions and illuminates invisible creatures.
Nice. Where were you when the hag was here?
I was in these fucking woods.
Oh no, that was the lantern, not him.
Oh, okay. Fare you well, travelers.
Thanks, old guy.
I mean, I have a name. Fuck off.
It's old staff from the last campaign.
Any sexy bitches?
Sexy mermaids.
PG Keen just sort of hides a bit closer to behind her cloak, pulls her hood down, like, nope.
Oh, come on. She could just make herself look ugly.
Maybe he's into that. You don't know. There's dangers with magic.
Is there anything stopping me from making a bonfire and then using control flames just to kind of walk with the fire streaming next to us?
I believe concentration.
Concentration is only to create the bonfire. Control flames is the duration is instant or 1 hour, like up to 1 hour. So
Yeah.
I could just
So-
make a.
So it would basically be you having to cast this every 6 seconds to keep moving it.
I mean,
Yeah, you could do that.
it's a cantrip, so I mean, technically, just
You could keep doing
Well,
that.
yeah, technically it doesn't have any verbal components. So he just has to keep doing a bunch of hand waving to control the fire.
Just flicking it off constantly.
yeah. I mean, the duration says up to an hour.
Yeah, you could do that. So you just got like a ball of fire floating next to you.
Yeah, just like a halo of fire around.
Okay. So you have that going for you too. Plus the dim light as you make your way deeper into the forest. You stop to rest for the night. I'm going to need you guys to pick shifts. You only really need 2 because of your guys' weird fairy bullshit.
I mean,
Not the humans.
I have A through D on permanent watch.
Okay.
I'll take a shift.
All right. And anybody else going to help the skeletons? Or are you trusting them for the second watch?
No, I mean, like,
I'll take second watch.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think their perception skill's pretty good.
I mean, I'm also like an elf
Also, they
as
can't
well,
speak.
so I only need 4 hours of sleep.
Well,
so-
that's why you only
we'll
need.
both be up by
Normally it'd be like 4 watches, but you
Yeah.
guys don't.
A whole bunch
sleep
of
that fucking
elves.
Much. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'll have you start Othran with advantage because the skeletons are helping keeping lookout. I need a perception check and then a wisdom save.
Oh, crap. Well, the perception's good. That's a 29.
Okay.
I see the giants again.
Is the wisdom save with the advantage or no?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. It's just a 10.
Okay. So as you're sitting there resting by the big, pretty healthy campfire, I imagine, pretty easy to make. Sitting in this circle in the in a small little clearing you found, you see like fireflies flickering up from the forest around you, and they sort of flicker in and out. But as they come within that radius of the lantern, you see the flicker instead of like glowing, it's not a bug. There's some sort of like you recognize it more from your sort of history. It's a little spirit. Give me let's say nature check.
Okay. 19.
19. You recognize them as being will-o-wisps.
Ah, okay.
They will occur in forests. They're the spirits of those who got lost in the forest. And they're not usually like proactively aggressive, but they do lead people to their death. They are not nice. But
so it's like I died in here, so why should you still be alive sort of thing.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
they'll like draw people off cliffs and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
follow the light.
So you see it as you recognize it, and it passes back outside of the radius, and it looks again like a firefly, and flickers away, and sort of comes and goes, and that's where your shift ends.
Just stoking the fire. So pretty.
Yeah. All right. You wake up, Fennec. It's your turn.
Trance.
So, Fennec, I need a perception check and a wisdom check, wisdom save, both with advantage.
Alright, so
I would be awake now too, wouldn't I? After his 4 hours.
technically
You're not
You
helping.
quickly-
You're
Oh.
busy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're all just watching
Okay.
you sleep.
Fenix is playing
You're
patty.
readying your spells for the next.
Fenix is playing patty cake with
Okay.
one of the skeletons.
I'm doing perception check and wisdom save.
Both with
So-
advantage.
Oh,
Doesn't need it.
That's the perception check, so
Really good.
nat 20.
not 20. 25 total.
Okay.
But let's try the save. Let's see how it goes.
Roll again
Yeah.
with advantage.
Oh.
There you go.
That's better. 21.
All right. 21. Has you encounter the same sort of sparks, but halfway through your watch, all the fireflies just disappear. They just stop.
Well then.
Nothing
Aw.
seems to be approaching the radius of your lantern,
Come back. I want to see all the pretty lights.
and then you look and you swear. No, you're certain. Some of these trees aren't real. Like, and you go over and you check it. Yeah, a
What the heck?
few of these trees are illusions, and you manage to figure out like
Damn trees.
you're like.
Come back.
Yeah, it's like every other tree that is like in the direct radius around you isn't real. Some of the bushes aren't real. Like a little bit of the landscape's just been faked out.
Huh.
You bring over the lantern and it reveals the falseness of the landscape, but there's just a few of them around you.
That's concerning.
As the day begins and you guys can start your march.
I'm going to share that information with those who were sleeping at the time.
Okay.
It's like, just out of curiosity, why aren't these trees real?
Oh, so half the forest isn't real. Guess it's only half as big as I thought.
Let's find out. Summon bonfire.
Oh no.
Oh shit, that's a real one.
Control fire, or control flames.
Don't worry, it's alive. They don't burn easily.
I need a survival check. You are now directing them through this forest.
Alright, let's see how that goes.
Does it get advantage?
Just straight. It would have been
17.
at disadvantage, but he saw through some of the illusions.
17, not
That's
bad.
17.
Yeah, nice. The ranger's going to range, and he actually successfully does it this time. Yes, I put that in your head. Enjoy the song.
Rogue is just a strange.
Killing them.
You had to do that. You know he's gonna go home and write that song now. Thanks for
Enjoy
that.
it. Enjoy it. You're welcome. As you proceed forward, you try to make quick pace through, but you keep having to correct yourself. And you keep having to do it, and you keep having to do it. And that's what's cueing you off at this point, is that all of the markers you usually use to figure out where you're going are all fucking fake. Like, you use the direction of the sun to figure out what direction it is, and then you realize through your walking, through the lantern, that your shadows are going in the wrong direction. So the sun is being shown up here, but is over here. And you,
Well, that's trippy.
yeah, you're realizing this, and you keep having to make corrections and things. But you're successfully going in the right direction. But the progress is a snail's pace, because every time you think you're going in the right direction, you somehow got turned or moved in some way by just a trick of the light.
Oh my god.
Shifting trees around to make you think you were going in the same direction.
We're in the friggin' land version of the Grand Line.
Look, I lived in the Feywild for 100 years. I'm used to this trickery shit.
Yeah. Keen eye leads you forward as you make your way another day in. It starts getting dark again, and the fireflies are coming out once more. At this point, I need everybody to make a wisdom save. You Fey ancestry get advantage.
Oh, nice. Charm.
Oh, and you're immune. What's your thing with charms? You have a headband.
I think anybody or
He's
Advantage
not Fey.
against
He's not
being
no.
Okay,
charmed.
so you also have advantage. But
Okay.
you rolled really well, so.
20.
Unfortunately, I didn't roll so well this time.
Even with the advantage?
Yeah, I rolled a 6 and a 9 on the dice, so that's a total of 11 for my
Oh, yeah.
It's been worse.
I got a 13.
That's gonna help you in the Feywild, man.
21.
You said what?
13.
Alright. As you are leading the group at this point now, you're certain you're going in the right direction. We're gonna have to keep going deeper into the forest. It's this way. This is south. I'm leading us south. So you keep pushing more and more south, but these two have to pull together and be like, I think something's wrong. They do a quick survey with the lantern, and the field around you is becoming less and less forest and more rock.
Yikes.
And you're apparently not going deeper into the forest. So despite you thinking you're going south, they are finding you are apparently going away from the forest completely. So they don't even know where you're heading.
Oh no.
I need a survival check from whoever wants to do it for the group. One of the two who has passed it. So yeah, one of you two.
Yeah, I only got a +4.
And that's a 22.
22. You take stock, try to figure out what you're from the landscape that you sort of have seen from maps and things. Where are you headed? You're heading south-ish, but apparently you've taken a hard turn east because suddenly you're at you're probably nearing the foothills of some mountains at this point.
Dang.
Where the forest sort of reaches. So somehow you did make progress south, but you've come very far east in this progress.
Alright, I'm just trying to get Fennec's attention at this point. It's like, Fennec!
Huh, what?
We're off track!
How can I be? Oh, the trees. The fake trees again, huh?
Remember what the old man said. Don't trust anything.
Alright. Go ahead and make another one with advantage this time, because he's sort of told you your cardinal directions. You know you gotta head southwest this time. Fuck!
We gotta use southwest.
That's
Come on.
impressive.
That's terrible. No, I got this.
As you start leading
Someone's
them
gonna have
forward-
to tie me up and take me the right way.
As you start leading forward, you guys have realized that, you're not heading in the right direction. And you start, having to fan out to, try to figure out, what's around you and stuff like that. There are exactly 4 of you. So... our good friend, Kiefer,
Of the Southlands?
I'm going to need a dexterity save.
Oh no.
Dexterity save?
A dexterity save and throw.
Here. That one.
As you you're making your way out, and you're like, these fucking elf guys, they don't know where the fuck they're going.
Why
Like,
are
you
we
just,
following the ranger?
yeah, you just, you're kicking rocks. Like, this is not the woods. I don't know what the, and then you just fall straight off a cliff.
Oh
Oh
crap!
no.
And you start plummeting, and I need a wisdom save from you three
Oh.
with advantage again.
Am I close enough to use Featherfall?
That's why I need the wisdom
Oh.
save.
Okay.
Like, did we see this?
Oh. Now it works.
All right.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Got 20.
I use a luck point, but I got a nat 20.
23.
Nice. So you all recognize that there's now an illusion of Kiefer, but Kiefer has fallen.
Oh, no.
Kiefer's not there. There is now a fake Kiefer there, and you're like, what? There was just a Kiefer there. What happened? But you can't see him because he's outside of the range. You run over and you find a cliff, but you don't see Kiefer. You take.
How far did he fall?
I'm gonna wait till I almost hit the ground and open up my paraglider.
Oh, beautiful. You even saved stamina on that one. You take 12 points of damage as you drop about 40 feet down. Blind, drop 40 feet down, land on your feet, but bust ass as you hit to the earth.
What's that? Saw that pizza last night.
Don't trust the fake pizza, man.
No.
Are you still alive?
Maybe.
I think I broke something.
Yeah, your friend's down at the bottom. Do you follow him down the cliff, or are you pulling him up?
I don't know. I think it'd be easier to follow him down the cliff at this point.
How's it look down there?
Yeah, perception. I'm gonna look around. 12.
Not great. Roll a wisdom save with advantage.
Oh god.
Because what are you perceiving?
Oh no.
At 20.
Oh, yeah. You look around. You don't get a good look of everything, but you're like, yeah, this isn't the fucking woods.
Yeah.
This is a mountain. We're in the mountains now. What the fuck, guys?
Yeah, let's get him out of there. Our packs should have enough rope to.
I have a trash can back here.
Yeah, our explorer packs should have enough rope to help him climb up.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It can lock. I don't know why you would want to do that. But possibly should.
That's.
It's a food.
Oh, good.
All right, so just lower him a rope down. Maybe
Yeah, I mean, easy enough. You don't need a skill check for this. The three or four.
three of us plus 4 skeletons.
Yeah.
Heave ho!
You managed to haul Kiefer's big ass back up there.
Whoa.
Ouch.
I mean, they're all
Whoa.
Fey. Like, they're skinny little nothing.
He's a fighter at heart.
You were in full plate armor. Oh,
No.
you're not. You're in
No.
leathers.
He didn't say he was a badass. He just said it was a big ass.
Yeah, he wears is it medium or is it? He might actually wear light.
Yeah, he's
Solid
actually
leather.
light.
Solid leather, yeah, it's light armor.
So yeah, never mind then. His normal sized ass. Up the
Thank
hill.
you. Like, I might be chunky,
very
but my
fit.
character is.
It's very fit.
Toned ass.
When I say that, that's the Southland's ass.
There you
God, I hate you guys. All the asses are down south. The fuck was happening?
He fell down a cliff.
Okay, yeah.
Ass.
Yeah, there was a clip. Okay, so you managed to survive that. As you make your way, I need another survival check.
Oh, still,
Yeah.
you're still trusting me on that shit?
I mean,
I
yeah.
didn't say we were trusting you. It's just you're up.
That's promising.
Not bad.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As you make your way, and there's some progress. You're starting to get real trees again, and less rocks. And okay, we're back in the fucking forest. Oh god, we're back in the fucking forest. Yeah. You continue on, and it gets night again. I need. Let's see. Okay. So each one of you. throughout this night, each gets one of those little spirits. Runs at you and doesn't attack before you manage to disperse them away. I already did the rolls to see if they hit. Dice are disagreeing with me. You take 5 damage, necrotic damage. You don't take any. They missed you. And your skeletons are irrelevant to them. They literally don't seem to notice your skeletons as they just pass through.
Gotcha.
You take... Ooh, fuck. They don't,
Oh, no.
they don't like you. You take 9 points of necrotic damage.
They work for the unicorn.
Is this before or after?
Oh, they really don't like you, Althrin.
Oh, no.
You take 11 points of necrotic damage.
And is this before or after our rest?
Can the spirits that...
This is going to be carrying forward in the journey. They're picking you off.
I mean, he's used to dealing with spirits. I was kind of hoping the spirits that hang around him might have saved him from that.
Nope.
Dang.
He's too used to spirits, as
Wait.
it doesn't alert him when they come up.
I just cast Tiny Hut every night.
I think this is before we went.
Yeah, they're just...
Oh.
They're always around you, fucking with you. You're just starting to pick up some damage as you're getting deeper into the forest.
Gotcha.
It's a thing.
It's like
You've hit a benchmark, you get attacked.
It's like being bit by mosquitoes in the swamp.
Yeah, just sort of going to happen. Moving forward, I need perception checks from everybody.
19.
14.
13.
All right. You two start to hear the sounds of running water approaching. And you're going deeper and deeper into the forest. Anything good?
I don't know whose that was. It wasn't me.
It was me.
Okay. You're going deeper and deeper into the forest, and you still don't see a river. But at this point, it's becoming loud, and you guys are starting to notice it as well. There's rushing water. Like, it's gotta be close by.
Oh, fine.
All right, everybody, hold up for a second. I'm gonna ritual cast water breathing.
Just in case we fall into
It
the river.
takes 10 minutes to ritually cast water breathing on everybody. And...
Water breeding.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a different kind of spell. That's a fun ritual, though.
Yeah.
God, that's
The Naiads. Hey, I live in the Feywild.
That's just called
Those
having a
things are
hot
fun.
tub, man.
Now I'm just imagining like a teenage fennec peeping on the...
Holy shit, that
That's
lasts
how we got the ears, man.
lasts 24 hours.
We don't talk about that.
You make your way a bit further, and so I need. Let's see. We'll say a Dex save. You two with advantage. Kiefer and
I'm good at these.
Malachi with advantage.
All right, Dex. That's gonna be.
Ooh.
Oh, I have
That
max
could have
Dex
been better,
now.
but...
You have max Dex?
As of last level up, yeah.
Why?
Hey, better AC.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
20.
23.
Dirty 20. Excuse me.
Dirty 23.
13.
I thought you said just. Okay.
Okay, so you two fall into the river.
Yay!
These are
That
nice.
looked like a beautiful log. You were getting ready to jump over it, and then...
I feel like somebody cast that one spell. I forget its name, but like we can make like a fake
illusionary terrain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I modify my will-o-wisp because the real ones can only do like minor illusion, and that's bullshit. All right.
That's fair.
Yeah. So mine do a bit more,
I love it.
but I like it. Yeah. So you both you're not in concern of drowning, but you're being quickly swept away by this river. I need strength saving throws.
Oh, crap.
As you two, I need wisdom saves with advantage.
10.
They're still all right.
16.
So you, Kiefer's like, oh, they managed to jump over that log pretty well. You're like, oh, that they didn't jump over the log. They got swept away in the river. As you hear the splash, and you're like, I know what that means.
13.
I'm guessing.
You managed to
I'm getting drowned.
find some tree roots and hold yourself on. And the fact that you don't have to try to make for the surface is giving you some help on that, because you're just underwater. You found like a tree root and you're hanging on. You are being swept down the river.
Can I cast like Ray of Frost to try to like
Freeze where I'm.
just something? Yeah, try to slow it down a little bit, slush it.
Oh, no.
You do a few ray of frost and like
Raging
it
river.
doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't really affect a big area.
I figured I would. I'm guessing the mage hand can't do anything.
Too heavy.
Not much.
Yeah.
All right, this is happening. I need everybody to roll
Initiative?
initiative. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh god, it's combat situation now?
Well, no, it's a timed situation. Has your friends being swallowed
down
by
the
a
river.
river?
Wow.
Can I Misty
damn.
Step with somebody?
We'll do this first.
Okay.
But no,
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
that's
Where was
dimension
that
door.
roll? Where was that roll when I needed it?
Yeah.
All right. 16.
20.
24.
24.
Oh, fuck you guys.
Right.
Who has higher dex?
20.
Yeah, I got
Yeah. So Othrin goes first.
Alright, I'm on a tree root, but like where exactly? Like how much of the bank is above me? Like how far down in the river am I?
The river's not super deep. It's only like 5 feet deep. You can reach the bottom, but it's quick moving river.
No, I'm talking about like
Oh, why? Like why?
like where am I in the water? Like where? Like how high up is the bank?
Oh, your head's just underwater, maybe a foot. You're holding a root like on the side of the bank.
Right.
And again, you're having some trouble figuring out all of the dimensions of the area because you're surrounded by illusion. Like it's everything that you see is sort of distorted. You're seeing through some of it because obviously you're in water.
Right.
And you can tell that, but you look like you're still standing in a fucking field.
Alright, can I do a like perception check or something to try and see through the illusion?
Yes. Do a perception check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage, gotcha. Ah, crap. That's a 13.
13. You can make out some of the space around you. You could sort of see through, partially because you're in it, so it helps you. But you can tell, like, the river's maybe 10 feet wide, 5 feet deep.
Yeah, I'm less intrigued with the river itself. I'm trying to see through to a so I can actually perceive a area on the bank.
You can't see out of the river because you're underwater.
Oh, underwater. All right.
Again, you're water breathing, so it's not a concern, but that's where you're at.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get myself to a point where I can see the shore.
All right.
You know what? This might get me battered a bit, but
I have a good idea, but it's not my turn yet, so.
screw it. I'm just gonna let go of the root and try and get above water to see the shore.
All right. You let go and you swim up. I need an athletics check.
16.
16. You manage to surface, and you can see your friends back that way. All of them
All right.
are back that way.
How far am I from the shore?
Again, it's not very far. You can reach and grab it.
I don't have to grab it. I'm just going to use my racial skill, Starlight Step, basically a Misty Step onto the shore.
And I need a wisdom save with advantage.
19.
A 19. Has your first instinct to go to that shore quickly corrected. You're like, I don't trust that. You flick over to this one, and you appear next to your two comrades at the shore side, a little bit further down the river than them.
Right.
3 comrades, right?
No, he's still on the river.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Malachi. Not Malachi. Peachy.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, so 4. You said you saw all his friends.
Well, now he did. He saw them on the wrong shore.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm trying
That's
to-
what that wisdom save was. Good,
Ah.
good save. You were about to go
on the wrong side.
into a bunch of thorns.
Oh, God.
No, but you poofed onto the right side. You're a little bit further down to them. I'm going to say that's most of your actions.
Yeah.
Moving to the next initiative, that is Kiefer of Southland.
Hey, what are you doing here and there? I guess make a perception check.
Yeah.
To see
With disadvantage.
with disadvantage or why disadvantage? Because I failed my wisdom.
No.
Perceiving through illusions.
Yeah, you're seeing through some illusions, but it's just, they're all over the fucking place.
Oh, that's right. Plus the
my
one with...
headband, I got an advantage.
I'll give you a straight roll then.
Yeah, plus the one with the lantern that dispels illusions that's fell in the river.
So is this perception?
Oh yeah, he has the fucking lantern.
3. Like, I don't see anything. Why are you all wet?
All right, that brings us to. I think Fennec was next.
I think
I
so.
think so.
So you're ass over tea kettle getting pushed down this river.
Okay, this isn't exactly how the
Down by the
spell.
river.
This isn't exactly how the spell works, so I'm gonna have to get your approval on it.
It's like,
Can I use entangle to hold, like, if I can get myself close enough to shore, just to like grab myself so I'm not getting swept downstream anymore?
I'll say you have to take damage on the first turn, but yes.
Nice.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So you look around. You see a bit of dirt. You throw entangle out, burn the spell slot, and then some thorny roots burst out of the ground, and you reach out and take the cuts. But at least you're not fucking flowing down the river.
Entangle doesn't have thorny roots. That's just a spell that
Alright.
holds things in place.
As the roots come out, and you manage to grab hold and catch yourself.
Okay,
Yeah, that's a good use then. No damage.
nice.
That's fantastic use for it. I like it.
Right?
But you're no longer floating down the river. We'll go ahead and say that's it for you.
Sure.
then.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna
Malachi,
just cast a spell so that works.
what are you up to?
Is it over?
No.
I'm still in the water, so
Yeah, you guys are now
next turn I have
separated.
to
He's
climb out.
couple.
He used a spell...
He's at least like a dozen or so yards away from you, and you guys are surrounded by illusions. So this is going to be hard for you to.
And
find each
he used a spell to like grow some vines out of the bank to hold himself onto.
So since I passed my wisdom check, do I see him still?
You can see through the illusions around you, but you can't.
How far away am I?
Yeah,
at this point?
he's
You
lost in an illusion somewhere. You can tell that the one that you were seeing isn't real. But the rest is still an illusionary terrain.
And we don't have the dispelling lantern.
And it's not like you can see through the illusion now, you just recognize it as an illusion. But it's still obscuring your vision.
Hey, Dad.
You were outside.
Hmm?
You were outside?
No.
Why are you all red?
Okay.
Good boys.
Nah.
Fine. fine.
So what do I just have to do, like a perception check or something? Like
Yeah.
I don't know what I can do.
Go ahead and make perception.
Okay.
As you try to peer through the illusions, find your friends, and burn in all of your luck.
Whatever, that one's better. Alright. 17 plus
Okay.
alright, 21.
You see him further down, and you can see a bit of the, like, something breaking up the illusion further ahead,
Yeah.
which you think is probably whoever still has the lantern.
Oh,
So you do have a general idea of where everybody is
Oh
now.
jeez.
The distortion.
I
of
do
the
still
illusion.
have that lantern.
Yeah. You had the lantern on you and fell further
Yeah.
trapped.
Good lord.
Well, because you were like, oh, I can jump this. Oh, it's not there.
No, that's me. That's what he would do.
This is why you're supposed to be holding lantern first and go.
For you, essentially, the encounter's over because you know where everybody is. They still have no idea where each other are.
Okay. I don't know how this is going to work with a magical item being held, but what if I polymorph him into a whale?
Oh no.
Well, in case of polymorph,
Do that?
anything they're
Yeah.
wearing gets like merged into the new form.
Yeah.
Alright, so I polymorph you into a blue whale.
I think that's too big for a river.
That's
This giant behemoth. Several trees bust over immediately, and now busting through the illusion has like the whole sort of landscape shimmers for a moment as these fucking little will-o'-the-wisps. Sorry, language. These will-o'-the-wisps. We're not ready for you to suddenly be a massive whale in the middle of this forest, and they're trying to figure out how to merge this in and hide it, and it's not working, and you're just a giant whale sort of glitching out the terrain around you.
Thank you.
You all
Wow.
see a giant whale just appear. What the fuck?
That's him. I did that. It's okay.
All right.
Yeah, they're gonna start attacking.
That encounter's over. That was fucking ridiculous. I love this forest.
All right.
I'm having a blast over here, and I almost drowned.
No, you didn't drown.
You all make camp.
You might drown on land if you don't drop that polymorph.
I think he has to do that.
You take some time. You dry off your clothes. You make camp. It's starting to get dark. You go to sleep for the evening. Like at this point, you're all just completely fucking lost. Like you're burning through spells just to keep each other close together at this point, and it's all ridiculous.
What if we tied rope to ourselves? Like, space ourselves 10 feet apart, just tie rope to each other. That way, if somebody falls off a cliff or into a river,
Yeah.
Not a
we'll
bad idea.
know. I have a couple. That's my one.
That's the survival right there.
Yeah.
You all tie each other up and go to sleep for the night.
Inside the hut.
All right, you go to sleep inside the hut, and it's a very restful sleep. It's actually quite nice that night. A little bit of a rainfall, and you wake up in the morning to not morning light. You look around, and the vegetation isn't what you remember. It's all a bit more lush and blooming, and you recognize this.
Ooh.
You got lost enough.
Yes.
You're back home.
He's like going home.
Has you all wake up to like it's like at a moment right at sunset or sunrise where the sky is beautiful shades of purples and greens, and just despite the light of the sky, the stars are still shining super brightly. The plants are all overgrown and lush and in strange orders and plant life that you don't really recognize. All of them blooming and big and bright and colorful.
We're on Pandora.
Basically, yeah.
Tastes weird.
Yeah. Well done. You see around you a circle of mushrooms have grown to cover your entire campsite.
Oh, shrooms!
And you are now in the Feywild.
All right, how do we get to your friend's home?
It's going to be interesting. Let's see.
I thought you grew up here.
I did.
Go ahead and roll a history check.
Are my skeletons okay here? Okay.
For now.
They seem weird, like maybe they're creaking, they're not really comfortable here,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
doing alright.
Okay.
You see like plants keep trying to fucking grow up.
So that's a 3. The Feywild is a big place, and let's face it, it's an entire world. I could have not necessarily been in this section.
I've never been lost before, as he confidently strides forward, and then you quickly realize, like, 2 minutes into your walk, like, oh fuck. Like, I never really did, like, I was always pretty close. There was always somebody I knew, like, ooh, maybe I don't know that much of the Feywild. Oops. But
In my defense, I've seen trees uproot and walk other places, so it's hard to make landmarkers.
But as you're trudging through, you see little fluttering creatures. As you recognize some friendly sprites.
That's the one who touched me!
Oh no!
Some friendly sprites come out from the surrounding woods as they seem to notice you're clambering through the jungle like a bunch of oafs. And you recognize some of them and call out, Hey, it's Fennec! Hey, Fennec! Yo, hey, Fennec! What's up, my dude? Hey, Fennec!
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, it's going pretty good, Place is all sorts of fun. What are you doing back?
Got tired of the big city already?
I believe I was called back on business, but
Oh, you need to meet back up with the Dryad? We can show you the way. Stay close, hold hands. They direct you all to get into a circle and hold each other's hands. And as you do, they start going around you, putting little seeds into the ground.
Uh-oh.
And then all of a sudden, you just, out of nowhere, it's like somebody just threw all of you as you see the sun above your head. Like it's passing super fast, and the jungle's just zooming past you. And then there you are.
Was that
And
the
they-
Feywild version of the Flu Network?
things get weird
Sorry
around
about
here,
it.
so just roll with it.
You come back to a familiar grove. The home of your Dryad.
I called her Callan.
Callan. I don't fucking remember.
I had it listed down in my
How do you
character
spell
sheet,
it?
so Calen.
I already got it wrong. Started it with a K.
I
Callan.
looked it up, it's elf for green because I called her Green Lady.
Makes sense. And you see Callan, ready to greet you as you enter. I call upon you to visit. Thus you arrive. It gladdens me to see you well, and with many a companion. Can I get a time check?
7:35.
Alright, we're doing good. Wait, well, we did start early. Whatever. I believe introductions are in order, young Master Fennec.
Oh, great. These are my friends. Othrin,
Hello.
Kiefer of the Southland,
Malachi.
and of course,
Malachi, yes, hi.
And Manus.
pay no attention to his merry men. They don't talk much.
They wave.
Manus, young Fennec, introduce me.
Oh, right. This is Callan,
And standing before you is
my caretaker.
Yep. a large, feminine-looking, sort of tree creature.
That means
for
she
lack
has
of a
boobies.
for lack of a better word, she's actually quite curvaceous in a lot of ways. It's a thing with dryads.
Fascinating.
She stands 15 feet tall above all of you, and
Now, is she more fleshy or like tree-like, like a bark? And stuff?
she looks like she's made out of, like, parts of her are made out of tree bark, but a lot of it you think is skin for a second, but as you look closer and you do the introductions, you see they're actually more like petals from flowers and things like that that have collected into all of the gaps where the tree bark isn't at. But on the top of her head is big leafy green vegetation that sort of mimics hair as it flows down around her shoulders.
Why am I imagining that nature spirit from Fantasia?
Probably close.
Consider yourselves guests within my realm. Here you will find safety and rest in all the measure that can be done. Mind your manners, as the citizens of this realm are quite fond of playing tricks upon mortals. Be sure to keep your weapons free from grasp, as the courtesy of my subjects will not spare foolishness. A blade drawn in place of peace cannot protect, only harm. Warnings wane and a path clears before you. I have summoned you, my charge, for a purpose most poignant. There are rumblings of change within the Feywild. To my benefit, some would think. Wisdom would warn, though, of the threat within a prize not won. My realm expands and grows. Like the tree, unfettered, it reaches for an ever closer sun. Such changes are not by those of Fey. A mystery to this growth here. It means a mystery it is not, for we are not alone. Magic reaches out to make what we are and where we stand. If we grow, so does the shadow of our dream. If they grow first, then we are only now to know. The Shadowfell pulls power to itself. from the ether, and with it we grow too. How and why cannot be said by those with no action in this happening. I only know that such a thing brings change, dangerous chaos. It has been slowly stretching for some time, and now it grows with purpose most predatory. All tidings are not dark. My realm grows, and you, young Fennec, must grow with it. Come. She leads you deeper into the grove with just a wisp of her hand, and she doesn't walk. It's like roots are sort of emerging below her and pushing her along as she drifts forward further into the grove itself, and you all see before you a picturesque clearing of flowers so bright the colors shine like lights in your eyes. Flowing waters too clear to be seen, and the gentle chirping of small woodland creatures scurrying about in play. At its center, a small mound of green has sprouting from its peak a staff. The staff looks grown, not cut, with swirling branches and stems collecting to a top gemstone that flashes with colors you've never seen before.
Oh, wow.
You specifically, because you've seen this place before, recognize it's a bit different. The staff looks bigger than you remember, taller and wider, and more wild, with small sprouting branches and leafy flowers growing out from all the little nooks.
Okay.
Also, one larger branch seems to be protruding out loose from the rest of the bramble.
Oh, wow.
And she comes over and reaches in and gently touches the protruding branch and says, "This branch is for you, Fennec. A gift from the evergreen. From it, I shall fashion you a bow. With that bow, you will hunt the shadow of death. First, you must collect string. For this, you must travel to the Wandering Oak, finding yourself dayward from here. Within the hollow of the old oak is the weaver Yrgil's. God, why don't I just make something I pronounce? Yrgil's home.
Jerry.
It is only from her that the finest of silks can be found and bartered. Pass her test, collect your prize, and return. You shall go as my charge. Forget not what you know. Bring your wits and your charm, and I shall see you at dusk." As she's saying this, she goes and she collects some flowers and dirt and mashes them in their hand, and as she does, she writes a little symbol on each of your heads, one by one, and after she writes it, it vanishes. You can tell there's a bit like an ever glow. It's like she's marked you as hers in this place.
I've been fate touched again. Sorry.
They always come back for more.
A repeat victim.
Fate retouched.
It's because he has trauma.
Fate caressed.
She gives you a happy look and goes to continue about in her musings and passage. She speaks to Fennec a little bit and just catching up, how are things? Have you been well? Have you been eating? Did you get any good fruits?
Oh, absolutely. And
The thunderstorm begins.
just reach into my pocket, grab out a few candies that I brought with me from the... The Fae always loved sweets, so he wasn't going to come here without them.
She seems to enjoy. She hands you like a handful because she doesn't like to do a one-way exchange. She just gives you like a handful of like fresh fruits that she just like
Yay!
reaches over to a bush, and the bush just starts producing fruit into her hand. She gives it over to you.
Kind of gross.
That bush just shit in your hand.
Here, have a piece.
Like I said, roll with it.
Okay. Now I got those dice over here.
Alright. So, you've been given a quest by your patron. Collect string
From
from
Yulgil's.
Yrgil in her home within the Wandering Oak.
Wow.
It is dayward from here. you understand because your extensive time in the Feywild. Travel here is weird, just like everything else is about it.
Yeah.
You don't go in directions like north, south, east, west. You go in directions like dayward, nightward. So you have to go dayward from here.
Does that mean east?
Hey.
Well, I'll come and go play.
That kind of fit with the Feywild.
Yeah.
This dryad man, I have some questions.
No.
No. I'm just curious. While we're guests in your domain, if we do have to come to combat for some reason, how do you feel about fire and death magic? Is that like a taboo no, or... Look, just saying in case something happens.
Magic is magic, Malachi. It all belongs to this world, whether they believe it or not in your world.
Just, this place looks kind of flammable, so I just want to make sure that I'm not going to get druid punched.
You'll find the forest can more than take care of itself, and you should be wary.
Yes, ma'am. I am not trying to offend. I am just curious on what the rules are here.
She seems to almost take it's like a
She knows.
like a play with it. Like he has no idea what he's doing.
I just don't want to get wild hunted. So,
Well, I can't account for anybody out on a hunt, but anything within my domain shall see you as friend in common.
okay, just making sure in case.
You will have to venture out of my forest. Be cautious, and remember, Feywild has its tricks.
I am sure. It's just, I won't attack first, but I will defend myself.
I wish you best, Malachi.
Thank you, ma'am. A through D bow.
That's impressive. I think she actually likes you.
You don't
Anyway.
Roll an insight.
You had no.
I can't tell.
She's real hard to read. She that's just the way she acts. She's very diplomatic. But yeah, if she really didn't like him, he wouldn't be breathing.
No, she wouldn't.
Be a bush growing out of his lungs.
Good lord.
I'm guessing she's pretty much the equivalent of if he would piss off Jeremy.
What?
Jeremy's high level too.
No, she's probably higher level.
I designed her to be higher level, so if he went with my design, she is.
She was strong last time he knew her. She's stronger now.
Oh crap! So she could literally be like a archfey patron.
That's like kind of how I designed her.
I'm okay messing with mortals who have to attack, draw initiative. Whereas here they can just make the ground eat me. I'm trying to be on good behavior.
You do get a sense as you're sort of lingering a bit in this grove. You should probably leave this grove specifically. It's like there's a sense about it, like the staff is looking at you. Like it doesn't make sense, but you're like the skeletons are being actively grown into and stuff like that, and they're having to move every couple of seconds to shake it off, and then shit's still growing from. It's fucking hell.
All right, we are going to take our leave because this place is getting a little leavy.
All right, go dayward.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if I still recall how to do that.
All right, go ahead, roll survival, and then I'm gonna take a quick break from peeing.
Oh, that's good. 20.
20.
30-20.
Yeah. You generally remember it's more about your intent than a direction. Because again, the Feywild's weird. Just as long as you're certain in your conviction of the direction you're going, you will end up where you were planning to be. That's the way it just sort of works here.
Yep.
All right, and we're gonna take a break so I can.
Okay. Astral duel.
Thanks. I'm glad you got that in. Hey, we're back. We're in the Feywild. I totally forgot because of how mysterious it is.
Whoa.
you make your way from the grove. There's a lot of small critters and things like that come over to say hello. Hey, welcome back.
Yep.
You guys use
I literally tip my hat to each of them. Just, how you doing?
you have speak with like small wooden creatures, right? Remember that was like a thing.
Once per day, but yes.
Okay. Well, they're all coming over.
If they're awakened, they can speak to us, no problem.
There's especially like
about.
the ones that you saw playing around like the staff area. Those are all able to like actually speak to you, which is a bit offsetting when a squirrel's like, "Hey, yo, what's up?"
I love your voices for these things.
just a delicate little bird. Ah.
What's up, Jerome?
Come here, little boy.
Jerome's the hedgehog, man. Come on, what are you
Excuse me,
doing?
Sorry, man. It's been a minute since I've been here. I have
I'm
ancestry.
Florida.
We'll give you wishes. We'll give you wishes if you can understand.
What did you just call my mother?
You fuck with squirrels, Malachi.
No. We're not doing that reference, Mike.
Already did.
All right. God, I hate you guys. You make your way out from the grove, and Jayward, Wandering Oak. You got those ideas. You don't necessarily know what the Wandering Oak is, but you know what direction you're heading.
We have our heading.
And as you travel, you are traveling in the direction of the sun, and as you are going in that direction, it's like it's rising from the actual the horizon itself. Thank you. Horizon itself, and you recognize when you stop, it stops. It's not moving when you're not moving, and then you move forward, and it's moving its way up.
Good morning. Look at
and
the
you're
sun.
making a little bit of progress. It's not that high up yet. You're making a little bit of progress as it sort of started to come out into the daytime. When perception checks. Sorry, I have to summon you from your company. Bring dice with you to the table, man. At least
My dice do not like me tonight. Thank God for my good roll.
15.
13.
8.
8.
So you hear it first. The faint sound of music in the distance. I need a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
20.
Yeah. As you can hear it from here, and as the music's going, you start to like move to it as it just sort of starts sweeping you up, and you shake that off. You're like, I don't dance. And you recognize that you had to sort of like shake off like this impulse to like just start moving to it as everybody's making their way closer and closer to the source.
Skeletons are dancing.
Actually, they seem completely unaffected. They don't seem to.
Good. Sorry. Yeah.
They mime to you. We don't have ears. We hear, but that's not how that works.
Nice.
As you're making your way closer, I need everybody to roll that wisdom save with advantage.
Oh, yes.
Nice. You do have to make it again, as the music's getting louder and louder.
Crit. 25.
16.
17.
Yeah. And you hear accompaniments. Before you just heard like the trill of a flute off in the distance, but now as you're getting closer, you hear little drums. And you're making your way closer, and you hear another horn as you're coming in. And what did we roll? It was a lot.
16.
25.
Good.
17.
All right, all good. As you're making your way closer, and you all start to get that sort of sensation as you hear the music, and you start to like reach out to like hear the different instruments. You start like unconsciously like tapping your foot as you're going, and you get a little hop in your walk as you're moving, but you sort of shake yourself out of it. Like, why do I keep doing that? As you're getting closer and closer to this. It's continuing in the direction as the music's getting louder and louder.
Why does this feel like a band of roaming satyrs or something?
I need everybody to make another wisdom save
Advantage this time or no?
Yeah, still advantage. Because it is advantage.
19.
Nat 20 again.
15.
21.
16.
Alright. You just save. As you're going forward, and Othrin starts jotting off ahead of you guys.
Oh.
Just sort of with a jig as he does it, just shaking as he goes.
It sounds fun over here.
Running ahead, and you're joining him at first before you shake out of it too, and you can see him bound off and start joining two other figures ahead of you in a clearing, dancing around instruments that are just playing themselves, floating in the middle.
Oh god, we're in the haunted mansion.
And you see him join with these other two figures that are dancing in a circle around the instruments itself, and he joins. He starts joining into the dance, and you feel yourself uncontrollably just involved in it. You're getting into it. Yeah. Oh, I've heard this jam. This is my shit. It speaks to me. As you're getting closer and the music's playing, you see them perception check from Fennec real quick, because he's a little bit further than you guys in.
18.
You see the other two figures dancing around. One is like a wolf man. It's a werewolf in the middle, but hung out, and it's exasperated, and it's dancing still, but it looks exhausted. You see next to him...
Out of character, I know this spell, I think.
Next to him, you see an elf. He is gaunt, super thin. He's
He's
seems,
been here a while.
Yeah, you can like see bones at the joints and things like that as he's dancing still, and you can see like he's struggling to still keep moving, but he's still in the dance. And you see around them that circle that they're walking in is a beaten path of a clearing and scattered bones at the edges. As your friend is now joined into the circle and is dancing his heart out. Woo! Every move that he knows, putting it onto the floor. And you feel that sense of this music again starting to take hold. I need everybody to roll another wisdom save with advantage. Not you.
5, 20.
You're feeling the groove, Othrin. Yeah. You're just...
20.
You're doing great.
I know, I'm liking this.
19.
What doesn't hurt?
10.
19.
Uh-oh.
Huh? 10?
10.
You're like...
Well, I was getting ready to say, what can we do to... Like, I was going to use prestidigitation. Can I cancel sounds with that?
You can make other sounds. You start to make... like popping sounds near your ear, but
I was going to try to cover my ears. I don't know what we can do to cover our ears, but...
We'll say go ahead and make a dex save. See if you can manage to cover your ears fast enough.
Play white noise.
21.
21. As you feel yourself starting to grip, but you're piecing it all together. You're a smart guy. And you cover your ears, and it shakes it off for a second. But in just the corners, you could still faintly hear the music. I need you to make that wisdom save again.
Please don't stop it.
With advantage again.
All right, nat 20.
Nat 20. Yeah, as you managed to shake off that impulse you almost had as your skeletons were like, "We're going to dance?" Maybe next time.
I suppose you need to dispel magic, do you?
I don't think I have dispel magic.
As you're there like, I could use a good dance, but this just isn't my jam.
So I'm not going to draw a
Hell,
blade,
shit.
but can I use fire on the instruments?
Yeah, you can try.
Okay.
Whip a hand out. What are you doing?
Create a bonfire on top of the instrument.
As you burst a bonfire below the instruments, the flames licking and touching them, you see them start to get damaged, and then this loud, discordant noise blasts out. I need you to take 3d6 psychic damage.
Whoops.
As you immediately see the...
Alright. Dead elf, exhausted werewolf.
as that fire itself got dispersed and blown away by the instruments. They do seem to have taken the damage, but they're still there playing. There's the little singes on the edges.
I'm gonna mage hand and try to tear like one of the drumsticks away, or do something to the instruments, like take the strings.
You mage hand out and you try to grab the strings and you begin to pull the instrument away before it pulls harder than your mage hand can pull.
Remember, mage hand weak.
Yeah, mage hand can only move about 5
10
pounds.
pounds, I think.
5 to 10? I don't know.
Something like that.
All right.
Are you guys covering your ears at this point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, not you. You're still in it. You're
Oh.
still in the dance, my man.
Oh, I thought I got taken out by this.
Music's right back in it. Well, actually, no. Go ahead and do another. Do another one. You're just a straight roll. You don't get advantage.
Wisdom
And is Fennec and Kiefer covering their ears? Or you
Yeah.
want to hear this?
14.
Yeah, you're covering your ears, so you don't have to make the save.
14. not enough.
Nope. You go back into it. I got this. This is my jam. As you see Othrin move in ways you never thought he could.
Imagine if I currently had the knowledge of the performers.
How many instruments are there?
It's 3.
All right. I'm gonna send in my skeletons to try to just like, I don't know, grapple them.
If any of them have swords, have them cut the strings of any of the stringed instruments. Start whacking at the drums or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know that goes against the rules of like drawing a blade or not.
So the skeletons go over and they grab them and they start pulling. I need 3 athletics checks.
All right, so we have.
What's their plus?
Athletics is 0. So one's an 18, one's a 1, and one's a 14.
All right, so the 18, he manages to grab the trumpet and pulls it away. There's another of that blast of energy. 3d6 of psychic damage.
Ouch.
As the werewolf has to really give a lot of effort to stand back up after that one. Goes back to dancing, the poor bastard.
Did that shake me out of it or no?
What?
Did that shake me out of it or no?
Go ahead, do another straight roll.
Nope.
Fucking, you're just... Why do you keep interrupting my dance? Let me show you. It's like this. It goes like this, man. The spirits taught me this one. What's your go-to move?
Others not a dancer.
Exactly. And it shows. Roll performance.
No. Performance would be 12.
Hey, it's okay. I mean,
Gangnam Style.
yeah. He's a white guy at a wedding. It's not very impressive, but you know, it's not super flashy. We'll do all right. Dancing in that circle, the music continues. -1 trumpet has, after the trumpet seems to leave the area, it stops making noise. And now it's just the flute and the drums playing away.
All right, so that seems to work. So we need to get these instruments out. Although, did my skeletons take the psychic damage? Or was that...
No.
Okay.
Because it has to be something that's
Currently affected by it.
Okay, so I'm going to try to get my skeletons to take out the instruments.
All right.
Good call.
Give us 2 more of those athletic checks. As they're both pulling apart from each other.
That's 2 fails.
Stand up, like pushing each other's legs apart and having to put them back on. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So is the I had 4 skeletons. So did it take 2 skeletons to keep that one out? You had me do 3 checks.
It was 1 for each instrument trying to pull it apart.
Okay.
Try again. This time with advantage.
Okay, so...
Because they're helping each other.
Alright, so that's 12 and a 1, and 8 and a 9.
Not great, as you're not making a lot of progress trying to pull these apart. Skeletons are a bit weak.
Yeah, But I have an extra skeleton. Wouldn't it be 3 skeletons?
I mean, they can only give each other so much advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, I thought that each one was trying to. Okay.
Well, because
I
little
gotcha.
instrument. You can only get so many hands on it.
I gotcha. Should I keep rolling?
It's taking some time, and Othrin's still dancing away. I need you to make a Constitution save.
Oh, Jesus. Constitution's
Your fingers starting to hurt now.
5.
Yeah, you take -2 to your strength score.
Ouch.
That was already pretty terrible.
If that hits 0, you die.
Oh, come on.
Is that a thing?
Not usually, not strength. That's usually a con thing.
It isn't.
Again?
Hmm?
Should I go again?
Yeah, you can try again.
Wait, this is a spell?
Alright, so 14.
The effect is sort of like a
similar
spell.
to a spell that I've read before.
So 14 and 16.
14 and a 16. Not super strong individually, but they're both pulling in opposite directions. And another burst of that psychic energy. Take 3d6 psychic.
Yeah.
Well, that looks bad on the 2 that I can see from here.
A good bit of psychic damage. Has Othrin's just getting his ass kicked by instruments.
Now I'm getting my ass kicked by people interfering with the instruments.
Well,
You're also getting your ass kicked by
I was gonna say,
instruments.
would you rather stay stuck in this?
no, I'd rather
Make some friends.
I'd rather something more permanent be done, like the skeletons hacking into pieces.
As the werewolf goes down. But the instruments are stopped. The music silenced. Your friend exhausted, but doing better. You can take the strength back, but you have 1 point of exhaustion.
I kind of called that.
I mean, I figured since the bonfire wasn't going to destroy it.
It may have, but would have needed more time.
Nobody died. Okay. Nobody in the party died. I had good intentions. Chaotic good.
Roll a perception check for me.
Great.
Yeah.
16. Percent of 20. So.
There's bones about.
Yeah, several people.
Ooh.
You can't carry anymore. Your bag's full.
Can I make like some kind of fey skeleton beast? DM.
I don't think you know any spells that do that.
But we're in a new place.
I just thought you would like to know.
My
Sorry.
necromancy.
Just teasing you with bones you don't need.
My necromancy might be a little bit different here. This is my shonen power up.
That doesn't change what spells you know. I mean, if you would research a new spell.
Face skeleton.
All right. As your evening comes to a close, you take some time to rest. Othrin, having a terrible migraine after his ordeal. We'll go ahead and end there for today.
Oh,
Okay.
GG. That was fun. Welcome to the Feywild, guys.
Wait, are we actually doing a rest here?
Yeah, a long rest. You can do a long rest.
Cast the bubble.
Or? Good idea.
Let me know when you stop recording.
Oh. Hold on. Hold on. Eric has to say some shit. I'm gonna stop recording. Good game. Bye.